Slammed by an intense round of storms, and weather watchers are now investigating sites of possible tornadoes. Good evening to you. Thanks for being with us. I'm Jonathan Elias. Now, the burst of wind and heavy rain was so strong that RVs at a car dealership were actually thrown from the parking lot. Employees at Bay State Ford in Stoughton say that large campers were actually picked up 5 feet off the ground. Jim Armstrong is live in Stoughton with more on this developing story for us. Jim?
Well, Jonathan, this is one of the trailers we're talking about here. They weigh in the neighborhood of maybe 6 or 7, 8,000 pounds. You can imagine what it looked like when they lifted off the ground. 3 or 4 of them, several feet off the ground. These boulders pushed up the hill, and those vehicles tossed around like matchbox cars.
Still unbelievable. I'm still in shock, so it's crazy.
When the winds picked up here in Stoughton late Thursday afternoon, workers at this car dealership didn't think much of it until the rumbling overhead made them feel like the building itself was going to go.
And my manager came out of the office and everything to evacuate the building. So we went outside.
Outside, they watched the storm move quickly away and then noticed the winds had tossed these big campers around the parking lot and had buckled this garage door behind the building. People all over southeastern Mass caught glimpses of the wild weather, like here in Easton. Even as far away as North Smithfield, Rhode Island, weather watchers knew something was strange in the skies. In Sharon, they didn't need much more proof than this. Neighbors heard this house get hit by lightning.
It elicited a rather severe shock wave in the house.
No one hurt here, but plenty of damage to clean up.
These things can occur. And, it was my turn. And these are all low probability events, but has to happen to someone.
A lot of people still taking assessments of what their personal damage was. Our sense is it's mostly minor like this. Certainly unusual, but minor damage. It's a spring storm that definitely put us through our paces early this year. We're live in Stoughton. Jim Armstrong, WBZ News. Jonathan.
Jim, I love how calm that guy was. It's a low
right.
probability. That was fantastic. All right, Jim, thanks. Well, right now, these are not officially being called tornadoes, but these pictures were sent to us from a man who worked near the Stoughton dealership. Take a look if you're looking for circulation and a funnel. Meteorologist Todd Gutner joins us now with more. And Todd, did we see any funnels drop down?
Well, we certainly saw some funnels. The big question is, did we see anything touch the ground? That's a great picture, but this is really neat. This is the amateur video that we received from Easton. A passerby in their car pulled over and shot this video across the field. And if you look closely, you can clearly make out some broad circulation in here descending from the cloud. Did it touch the ground? We don't know at this point, but it's very possible that we had a very brief, weak spin-up or tornado touchdown earlier on this evening. Now, the thunder